Hey, what's going on there, everyone? This is CryptoYaso here to provide you crypto education. By all means, this video is not financial advice, and I do recommend that you do your own research before making any investments in cryptocurrency. For today, let's talk about Cartesi. Cartesi is a layer 2 platform for development and deployment of scalable, decentralized applications. Cartesi is a project that tackles two problems. The first one is convenience. Today, the traditional blockchain executes tasks in the virtual machine, abbreviated VM. These VMs don't support mainstream operating system tools and are inefficient and expensive at performing complex computations. This means that the blockchain are not suited for complex and large tasks. Also, developing and using a blockchain is still a difficult learning curve. What Cartesi is doing is building a bridge between Linux and blockchain. And this is very important for the blockchain space because it allows developers to build scalable dApps using Linux operating system and mainstream software stacks. And what is Linux and why is that important? Today, Linux is the most popular operating system. Linux is like Windows, iOS, and macOS, and almost everything runs on Linux. An operating system is a software that manages the communication between your software and your hardware. It supports your computer's basic function. Without the OS, then the software wouldn't function. Again, today when building on the blockchain, developers don't have access to all the stacks, libraries, and tools that they're already accustomed to when using with mainstream operating systems. Therefore, Cartesi's aim is to bring operating systems to the blockchain with Linux as the choice. This is to provide convenience to developers so that they can work in a more familiar environment. The second problem that Cartesi is tackling is scalability, where blockchain needs to perform as well as centralized systems in order to compete with them. However, the layer 1 blockchain solutions are just too slow at the moment and cannot handle large computation of data. It needs to scale. To solve this, Cartesi designed their own virtual machine called the Cartesi machine, which uses the RISC-V architecture and is capable of booting a real operating system, in this case, Linux. This machine is an off-chain solution that enables developers to manipulate large amount of data that is several orders of magnitude faster than those executed directly to the blockchain as smart contract. The entire state of the Cartesi machine is represented as a single hash. When the computation has been completed off-chain, then it is sent to the blockchain for validation. This helps the blockchain scale because most of the computation is done off-chain, which limits using the processing power of the blockchain. Another part of the project is the Cartesi sidechain, which the team plans to release it in the third quarter of 2021. And as of right now, I don't have too much information on the sidechain, and I pulled this straight from Binance Research. So, on the sidechain, dApps will be able to read and write data to the sidechain with low latency and high bandwidth, and feed them as input and output to the Cartesi machines. The sidechain will enable the data to remain available off-chain for as long as disputes are allowed. The hashes generated by the sidechain will serve as receipts for the blockchain. The sidechain can therefore be seen as a network port for dApps, guaranteeing the availability of transferred data, while the blockchain works as a notary. And since I'm reading this straight off of the Binance Research, what I'll do is that I'll drop the link to the white paper as well as my other resources that I have been looking at in the description below. So now let's talk about the token. Cartesi, with the ticker CTSI, is an ERC20 cryptocurrency on the Ethereum blockchain. The currency can be used for staking, election of block producers, slashing, transaction fees, and challenging computation results. The total supply is 1 billion units of CTSI. The circulating supply is 198 403,548 CTSI. Here's the token supply distribution. 10% of the total token supply goes for the Launchpad sale. The seed sale token comprises 2% of the total token sale. Private sale is 5%. Strategic sale is 0.67%. The team compromises of 15%. Advisors compromises 2.11%. And 40.22% is saved for the foundation reserve, and 25% of the total token supply is for mining reserves. Now, what do I think of Cartesi? To me, the most unique part of the project is bringing Linux into blockchain. Right now, because many developers are unfamiliar with the blockchain space, then what happens is that many will avoid the unknown areas of the blockchain, and sometimes they'll wait until the space becomes more developed. However, I believe that what Cartesi is doing will bring more developers into the space, and Cartesi gives them a platform where they can develop more comfortably. Also, in other areas of blockchain, developers might switch over to Cartesi because of the Linux tools that Cartesi is bringing. So I do believe that Cartesi has a lot of potential to grow in the future because it targets a large audience of Linux developers to come in and develop on the Cartesi blockchain. And that's all I have for today. Again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. And what I'm doing in this video is presenting what I learned and what my thoughts are about the Cartesi blockchain. And I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.